What is up, YouTube? That's it here, bringing you guys another episode of In It to Win It. We're still playing with the team that I used in the last episode. It's the Blitzkrieg team that hits super hard and fast. Remember last time we made our way up to the middle of the 1500s. We took out two very high-level players. One guy was super salty in DC, the 1899 JP player. Pretty good stuff. So we're going to try and keep that up with today's episode, and hopefully we can maybe use some of the rain aspect of it. I didn't get to use any rain yesterday, but normally I like to go Coco, Lele, Pelipper, Golduck, and that just didn't really happen. So yeah, we're 1845. Let's see if we can get to the 1860s. Hopefully I don't just lose all my games. It's weird when I was like, how many points am I gonna get if I win? But I don't even think that I could possibly lose. That's how you know you're comfortable with your team. So we're waiting for games. There might not even be people like online. That's funny. There might not be people online near my ELO. I really don't want to fight like 1,600 people, because if I lose to like a crit or a flinch, even though it's very unlikely that I get flinched with like all base 200 or higher speed Pokemon, if I lose to a flinch, I would be upset. And we should hopefully find a game. Where are the games? There we go. 1785 from Japan. A little bit lower than me, but it's okay. All right, we see Coco Stila, Nihilego, Porygon, Arcanine, Gigalith. Alright, I'm gonna try a lead that I have written down on like paper to work against this. This is like hard Trick Room, right? I even think it's potential Trick Room from the Nihilego. This looks a lot like Shade's team, the guy who won 2015 Worlds. This looks a lot like the team he's using right now on Showdown. So, I'm actually going to Raichu Pheromosa. I can fake out, and remember, he only has one form of Tapu control. It's Coco. So I can fake out Fling, I'm pretty much making it so my Pheromosa gets to 1v1 his Pokemon for 2 turns. I can fake out, and Pheromosa can 1v1. And then next turn I Fling, and I can do another 1v1. And Pheromosa has the power to KO all of those Pokemon. So Raichu Pheromosa is my lead for this. I don't really want to bring Pelipper. I really just don't like bringing the Weather Wars here. Since my team's so aggressive, I rarely switch. There's no way for, like, let's say I have Pelipper out, and then later he brings in the Gigalith. I'm pretty boned. And even though Gigalith also just has a good match versus Pelipper, in my opinion. So that means my last two are Coco and Lele, which kind of suck, because that steal is going to be a problem later on in the game unless I check it early. And I don't think that my high jump kick can one-shot his Celesteela. I really don't. I'm not confident, so we're going to see how Serena can handle my hyper aggression. Let's see if he leads with that Coco. I want to see if he leads with it. It could even maybe be Scarf Coco. We've been seeing a lot of Scarf Coco on Showdown and stuff. So let's see. Scarf Coco would be a pain in the butt. We'll see if he flinches before my Pheromosa. We'll see. Alright, so Raichu Pheromosa, pretty good lead here. I'd probably be fake out in the Arcanine for the first few turns if he lead with it. Coco P2, cool. So we're just going to fake out the Coco and high jump kick the Porygon. Pretty good stuff. If he switches out the Porygon, he gets boned. If he stays in and I hit and he gets KO'd by it, I think I'm fine. Things that could backfire here, he just switches an Arcanine, I don't think my high jump kick KOs Porygon after that. I really don't think it does. But I also don't want to just I don't want to fake out the Porygon. That'd be such a waste, you know, if I fake out the Porygon. I mean, I could fake out the Porygon and protect, but that would give me nothing either. I'll just fake out the Coco. I really think it's a Scarf Coco. I really feel that, because he can go for like the Sky Drop plays. I'm really feeling the Scarf on the Coco here. Alright. Jesus, take the wheel. Arcanine's probably switching in. Oh, no. Alright, hit the high jump kick. Just let me hit this. When do you flinch, though? High jump kick. Oh, we hit it. Can we KO, though? Hey! That's some big damage. It's the power of the Life Orb. And now, another cool thing about this is it gives my Pheromosa KO potential on the Coco. The DC? Whoa! Why are these people DC fiends? These people are fiends at DC, and he flinched after me. So, we're going to say that game 1 counts, because the salty DC, when everyone become DCers on Battle Spot? That's ridiculous. And we know I didn't DC because I'm still in Battle Spot. Whatever. We take those. That game was over. Pretty much what was going to happen was next turn, even if the Coco had a Sash, I don't know its item, I was going to Poison Jab. It was going to go down. I was going to fling the teammate. Then my Pheromosa was going to be at +2. I was probably going to protect that turn to see what attacks into me or what tries to protect bait me. Then I was going to Encore the Protect with my Raichu and just nuke everything else. Pheromosa was going to get that clean 4-stock that game. Pheromosa, boys, don't sleep on it. So we see more JP players. Let's see if we see any more Rage Quitters. Man, I have not been able to use Pelipper. There's been weather in every game and a Golciopod. Alright, let's talk about this. Does the same lead work here? He doesn't have any Tabu control. I actually kind of want to go Coco Lele, but the thing is, I can't beat P2 that way if he switches into Marowak, or he has Marowak ever there at all. So I have to be able to beat Marowak somehow. Marowak's going to be in the back, so if I lead Pheromosa, he'd be able to switch in his Porygon 2 there. So I think I'm going to go with more of a fake-out strategy on the Porygon slot this turn if I want to do that. So I can go Raichu as a lead. Does that mean I want to go Raichu Coco? Not really. About Lele. What if I just opened up Rain? Is that wrong? Am I wrong doing that? Still got 40 seconds, guys. If I went... I'll try that. I'll try this. We got a free game that last game, so I can try this. Now, which one's more valuable, Coco or Pheromosa? That's the actual question, isn't it? Coco or Pheromosa, who is more valuable here? Coco is more valuable. Because I like him. You cannot knock the Choice Specs Dazzling Gleam. That is massive damage. So what we're doing here is we're going to go Pelipper Golduck, and if he leads Ninetales, I'm actually just planning on hard switching my Pelipper first turn into my Lele to block a first impression from the Golciopod if he does decide to lead with it. So it's pretty much making it so we can use Pelipper later on in the game, which is actually really, really good for me. So we're going to see... what is he doing here? I also forgot to mention the Nihileo could also be Trick Room. So we see P2 Golciopod. This is actually pretty good for me, I think. I don't think I get one shot unless that's a banded first impression. We're going to try and nuke his Porygon this turn. We'll try and nuke it. We're using a super cool strat of Water Z move boosted by the rain. I want to see what he gets. Special attack, that sucks for me. Alright, so we get the Water Z move boosted by the rain, as well as a Brine from Pelipper, but if he switches in the Ninetales, is game. We lost. I don't like that. It's so obvious. So obvious. I mean, I could just nuke his Golciopod this turn. That's the only thing I can really do, you know? I'm gonna go with it. Maybe he thinks he lives for some weird reason. Don't switch in your Ninetales, please. Don't switch it in. First impression, hey, don't one-shot my Golduck either. Alright, we win. We won. That was dangerous, though. It was dangerous, but we won. I think we win. That might have been a roll that I lived. Because he used Orb. We saw that he used Orb. That's a shit ton of damage. So Water Z move is going to come in super hot. So the way this is going to work is if this does over half, which it probably will because we're boosted by the rain, the Porygon is going to just take 1,000,000 damage from this. Look at this. Look at this damage. And then, oh my gosh, that did so much more than normal. But the way it works is Brine actually does double damage if the target is under half. So normally it does about 60%, and then it lets Brine do the extra 40%. Looks like I didn't even need rain, which is probably why I decided not to switch it. So we're probably going to see Ninetales here. Yeah. Now the real question is, how do I want to deal with this? There's a few different things I can do here. I can just Tailwind him in his face. Or I can Protect with my Golduck, Hard Switch my Lele. There's a few different ways I can play this. Do I actually want to save the Golduck? That's the question, you know. I don't really think there's any saving to be had. He could go for a Blizzard here. If that's the play, I'm gonna do this. I have Coco Lele in the back, right? Those can just win the game from here as long as I deal chip damage onto the Ninetales to break its sash. Let's do this. I'm gonna do a very, very ballsy play. Let's see if it works. This is so ballsy. This is so aggressive. He goes for a Sucker Punch, because I'm not attacking. He goes for a Freeze Dry. Alright, cool. This is actually kind of decent for me, unless I get it frozen here. Because this is going to clock my Sash. I just need to be able to break the Golciopod right here. Because Golduck is encoring that Freeze Dry, which means he's not Blizzarding. He's not doing anything stupid. I was trying to encore him into Aurora Veiling. And Hurricane has to hit. I know I went for the Hurricane and the Hail. I know that I did. But look at the damage! It's so worth it. And he's going to get a double KO here, and it's going to let me set up perfectly for Coco and Lele. And remember, his Ninetales isn't going to be able to protect because he's encored. Oh, my Golduck's still alive. That sucks. That was oops. Oops. Alright, who do I want to send out then? I think I'm gonna send out my my Lele? No. I'll send Coco out first. It's okay. I'll soften him up. Alright, Coco comes out. And he does have the Marowak. It's fine with me. He's gonna have to hit my my Golduck with that Ninetales, I think. Otherwise, he risks losing his Marowak right there. I'm fine if he wants to protect with his Marowak. I got no problem with that. He could actually protect with his Marowak and freeze dry my Coco, which would be super annoying, but I think I'd be fine. Pretty sure there's a sash on the Ninetales. I was gonna say I wish I attacked with my Golduck, but he sucker punched me, so I'm very glad that I didn't. I wish that my Golduck got KO'd last turn. So no protects. We're actually just attacking his Marowak. If he wants to freeze dry my Coco, thinking my Golduck will die, yeah, I forced him to do that, and he's gonna be able to KO my Coco. That sucks for me. Oh, Boomerang. All right, he has it. I kind of wanted him to Flare Blitz me. All right, so Coco's gonna go down. Did I deal enough damage to be able to make a Sure So Psychic with KO? I think I did. So I think I still win unless, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to get frozen. I'm going to Psychic the Marowak. I think that's still the play. And if it protects, he puts himself into KO range, I'm pretty sure. Depends on how bulky he really is. Alright, Psychic, bring it home. His Ninetales should still be Encored. I don't want to risk eating a Shadow Bone, even though I do think I can eat it. Just KO, please! Yes! Don't get frozen. Now, the only thing that would make me lose here is getting frozen. Maybe. It's not even going to do a lot. Yes, we did it! We did it! Look how bulky I am! Let's see if he DCs. Alright, I think we got it. He doesn't even know that we're, like, so bulky. Alright, we did it. Keeping the win streak alive. Alright, should I play another? I'll play another game. I'll play one more game. Because that first game, I won that one on the first turn, that hard rage quit. We take those. Boomerang Marowak. That usually tells me they're extremely aggressive. And not EV trained in like special defense or something like that. He maybe could have had a little bit, but I just don't really think Boomerang is a good attack on Marowak in almost any situation. Alright. Continue. Let's go. 1870. Let's break into the 1900s. Let's break into those 1900s. Let's see, who else can we really fight? We've been fighting like really high-ranked Japanese players, and I can't believe they're just letting us like stop their trick rooms. Like that's another thing. I think the first guy, yeah, we like fake outed and KO'd his Porygon, and the second guy just let us use Pelipper and KO it. So it's Renee VGC. This is I'll probably do a link to his Twitter in the description. Very good player, and he's probably gonna be salty on Twitter after I beat him because it's what happens. He recently got really upset at one of my buddies, Brandon Tutenhagen, because he got some free sacks. But anyways, Gastrodon means I'm not going to be able to rain, even though I really want to. I kind of want to go Pelipper, though. I kind of want to go Pelipper Coco and just slam Thunders on this man, but I'm not. I'm going to go Coco Lele, most likely. Watch out for Scarf Chomp is the major play here. So maybe Coco Raichu, but he has the Lele to disrupt it. So I'm going to go Coco Lele. Coco Lele Theramosa is decent here. You can't have Scarfs on 4 Pokemon. You can only have Scarf on 1. But if it's Scarfs on Garchomp. I think Raichu is really good here, but like it's so scary using Raichu against these guys. We'll go Coco Lele and see if it works. Coco Lele Theramosa Raichu. That's the core. Alright, wish me luck. We're going into game 3. We're currently 2-0 today, and we're going up against Renee VGC. Let's see. I could take him. I could totally take him. I got faith. I have faith that I'm going to gimp him super hard turn 1. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, let's see. Let's see if he loses Coco. So it's Chomp Lele, right? So the thing about this, I know he's leading Lele to gauge my speed tiering. And we're actually going to see his Lele's speed tiering, hopefully. Let's see. So Coco's Electric Surge. It means his Lele's not Scarfed. And my Lele's Electric Surge. So it shows my Lele's faster than his Lele. So it shows his Lele's relatively bulky. Now he can just hard switch out that Lele for a Pelipper and just give me that hard L. Is he going to, though? He could also just protect with that Chomp. Because right now I have 2 things that check it. I think the only thing I can really do here is just D-Gleam and Moonblast. I had to go for Moonblast. Moonblast probably is the better play. Let me just look at his team. Actually, he has Arcanine there. Because it could also be a Vested Chomp. I'm really feeling this Scarf Chomp, though. I'm going to Psychic. Let's see. Show me the Scarf. Scarf EQ. You like that just raw scarfing, hitting his own Lele? What if I was Sash Coco? This game would be over if I was Sash Coco. It would be over. The game would be done. But whatever. Not at the end of the world. Hopefully I can kill this Garchomp back. I was planning on dealing a little bit of chip damage, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to kill him back either. So it's probably just going to be game right there. I mean, this kind of happens every once in a while. Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive! Look how alive I am! But he got a special attack on me. That's kind of lame. Oh, I almost just sent out Raichu for that. Well. Alright, so we're running some Pheromosa in here. Alright, he's going to have to EQ. Probably going to protect with his Lele, so we're actually going to do it like this. I really think he's going to switch out that Garchomp. He could also switch in Steel, but he should have done that last turn. I'm gonna try this. I have to make big plays at this point in the game. He's withdrawing Garchomp, cool. So unless the Lele protects, we're gonna be able to check him real hard here. Real hard. This is actually gonna be super good for me. Alright, so Raichu's coming in. And I could fake out that Steela. So we're gonna get a Beast Boost. And if he sends in his Garchomp back in, I'm actually gonna protect and Psychic his Garchomp. And then I'll High Jump Kick his Steela after that. So we get a Beast Boost. It's pretty good. We've evened up the score. I've shown that I'm orbed. Okay, maybe he thinks my Raichu has a Sash, so they might try to double up into it this turn. Even if he does, I think I'm completely okay. Garchomp comes back out, so Garchomp could EQ. Garchomp could totally EQ me here. I'm gonna protect Psychic. I think that's the play. Because I think he might Fire Fang me or like Rock Slide me or something. And if I KO the Chomp, I think my Lele can actually make super big plays. I'd love to fake out that Steela, but it is what it is. So Pheromosa protects. Are you going with EQ, my buddy? My bro? He's going with EQ. Fuck. So that just lost me the game. I thought he would try to like stop my Pheromosa from snowballing. But that just lost me the game. Damn, he's probably going to sub here too, which is like super punishing. Heavy Slam. Alright, gets blocked. Is there anything I could possibly do to win this game? No, there's not. Yeah, I should have seen this. I should have seen that all he had to do was EQ and I lose. I should have just hit his Chomp. I should have buffered the first attack. I should have fake outed his Steela. Because, like, what else am I going to do? Buffered the first attack on the EQ lost my Raichu. KO'd his Chomp. I made it so it was Lele and low HP Pheromosa with a +2 versus his last 2. That would have been my only out. I mean, the only thing I can actually do is take risks like this. Yep. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I want to see how much damage to take from this EQ. Lele can't protect itself, it's Scarfed. And Pheromosa doesn't have any type of moves. I want to also know if I have my +1. Like, at this point, I'm scouting for damage. I'm revealing I have High Jump Kick. Oh, wow, you know. I just want to see the damage roll and stuff. So you got to think of it in the game 2 like scenario. We have to assume his last Pokemon is Gigalith, but I think I could actually win the game, the third game or whatever, or win the next game. I could definitely take this one to game 3, but we did lose. Oh well. What's his last Pokemon? You have to show me. There's the Gastrodon. So he didn't even bring Gigalith. He brought Gastrodon as a pseudo beats all the water Pokemon. So he has to EQ his own Gastrodon here. Might as well protect to make him do it. I'm not revealing anything other than showing some of his Gastrodon EV spread by staying in the game this long. So we're protecting. He's EQing his own Gastrodon. Let's see if his Gastrodon EQ'd as well. That'd be kind of funny. His Gastrodon might Z-move me or something. But it's showing extra stuff about his set that he wouldn't normally be showing at this point. So he probably has some investment in Special D. Alright, we're just disappeared from the field. I'm thinking if there was some way that I could win. Like, what if I get like a double or triple protect? That'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I think that's my only real out at this point. Because I'm gonna take too much damage from EQ. Yeah, I'd have to have him kill his own Gastrodon and then hope that he rolls into Oblivion. That was my only out. Let's see if he crits here. This is actually showing his berry, so I'm very, very happy that I stayed in the game this long. This is showing so much more about his set. Oh well, and we just died at the EQ. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So that was the 3 games for today. I think I still got more points than I lost, because I lost against someone in the 1800s and I beat people that were in the 1800s. So I probably got about 10-20 points. We're slowly climbing the ladder. I'm trying to be 1900 before Oregon, and it's looking like I'm going to be there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the games. You know, I'll do my best to stop Scarf Chomps from running me over, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.